My name is Chris Dixon. I'm a general partner at Anderesenhorovitz, and I am the founder and managing partner of our crypto fund. We've led 3 rounds of financing for Story Protocol. So the big vision is that data and intellectual property become like Lego bricks. It could be a game object, character, or a story. It could be a piece of data used in an AI algorithm, any kind of intellectual property. The vision would be that one person or a set of people can create some objects, and then someone else can come along. I'll take your character and I'll write a story about it. And then someone else comes along and creates a game about it, and it becomes like Lego bricks. And you think about Lego bricks, you have one piece and you recombine them in different ways. But each person that creates a brick has the control of setting the terms, saying if you want to use this, you've got to give me some percentage of any revenue you make, or whatever licensing terms. The person who creates the Lego brick is in charge of the economics. The kind of beautiful idea here is that you create a really inclusive, participatory, creative economy. You don't need to be a big company to be able to license your data. You have the artist, the creator has full control of the terms. They're empowered. You get sort of what's beautiful about the internet. You get the combined creativity of all these people.
My name is Ollie Strong. I am based in London, and I am the COO of the American company Magma. Magma is a web-based creative platform. We offer the sophistication of professional-grade art tools. Magma launched 4 years ago, and in that time, we've grown organically to a user base of in excess of 2 million. There are a couple of reasons why we're motivated to partner with Story. Number one, we are very aligned in terms of how we see the future. We both believe in empowering creators and that ultimately anyone can be a successful creator. So one feature that we've been developing and already seeing very organically is remixing. This is where artists sort of riff off other creators' skills and ideas and start to develop it. By using Story Protocol as the back-end infrastructure, we give the original creator that authority and attribution that they deserve, instead of artists just being able to come in, copy content, take it illegally or unfairly. By using Story, we can trace that IP in a graph. We can show users how it's evolved over time.
Hi, my name is Juan, co-founder and co-CEO of Ablo by Space Runners. Ablo is a one-stop shop, hassle-free platform for creators to launch your own fashion goods. And we've partnered with Story to bring Ablo onto the blockchain. So today, we'll show you how you can actually design on Ablo and launch your own product. You can click Start Design. You can design on top of a t-shirt, a hoodie, sweatshirt, iPhone case. So here's a champion t-shirt. First, create your own image using an AI image generator. We want to generate a graphic, say, call it cute monster. And you can select any style that you like. Because it's a monster and it's cute, let's select a kid adult style. Click generate. It generated 3 different options that you can choose from. Let's say you like this image. You place this as an artwork. So we can remove the background in 1 click. And you can resize it. And maybe you want to add a text. Say, hungry monster. And change the color. Also, generate your own font using AI. When you're submitting, this is when your design gets actually registered as an IP on the Story blockchain. Now you might think why Ablo is going on-chain. It really is to protect your design and your IP, and for you to earn royalties from it. And because all these legal paperworks are now stored directly on chain on the back end, that gives us as Ablo a very easy way to collaborate with different brands and onboard different brands or IPs on our platform. Whereas before, it used to take months of negotiation and months of different back and forth between the legal teams, between 2 parties, to onboard our brand onto our platform.
Hi, my name is Scott Trowbridge. I'm the Vice President of Business Development and also on the Board of Directors for Stability AI. Stability AI is a leading image generation and media generation AI company. So we started with pushing Stable Diffusion to market, which is, the leading open source image generation tool used by 5 million plus creators globally. We now expanded to offering generative AI models across image, video, audio, 3D, and other modalities. So it initially started quite intersected with cryptos. The whole philosophy and the whole focus behind Stability is really focused on open source models. A decentralized protocol for the creator industry is going to become increasingly important. There's going to be more and more intellectual property. Effectively, how do you make sure that all those independent artists will be able to find a means to be able to compensate themselves on, a digital level? So I think all of that together, seeing most AI companies are going to have the same problem, it's a really interesting mission that they're focused on.
The internet likes to copy things. One way to think about the internet is a supercharged copying machine. So you go on Twitter and you create a meme and someone else copies the meme and they spread it. The internet likes to spread things. The traditional media business likes to restrict things. So you think about, paywalls or Spotify, and generally what the media business does, right, is they go and they market something and then they try to charge you to access it. So those two things there's some tension there. I call it the attention monetization dilemma. On the one hand, when you have a piece of media, you want as many people to see it as possible. On the other hand, in order to make money from it, you need to restrict something, you need to charge for something. I always found the video games industry to be particularly interesting because the video games industry has taken a different approach to this dilemma than every other form of media. So rewind back to the beginning of the internet. So the beginning of the internet, the way the video game industry worked is if you want to play a game, you go to the store, you buy a box, and you get a video game and you play it. And it was the same model as DVDs or movies. You go buy a movie, same way. The internet comes along, you fast forward today, you have streaming services and things like this, but for the most part, the music and movie business kind of works the same way. You go on iTunes, you pay whatever dollars to buy a movie, or you buy a bundle of movies through a streaming service, same with music. The video game industry has evolved very differently. Most of the best video games today, like Fortnite as an example, or League of Legends, they are free to play. And then what they do instead is they upsell you, they charge for virtual goods and other things. Why do they do this? They make it free to play because they realize that the benefits of making it free and letting it spread across the internet, people can copy it, they can stream it, they can create memes, they can create whatever they want. Those benefits make it so much more popular that we shouldn't charge for the game. We should let people take it, stream it, do whatever, and instead make it so popular, make it so ubiquitous that so many people will want to play it. They'll get so engaged in it that they'll end up buying better outfits and better dance moves. So video games, they have a radically different model than they did 30 years ago because they embraced the fact that the internet likes to remix and spread things. So the video game industry, beginning of the internet, they were roughly equal to the music business. I think it was around 25 billion a year. And then fast forward today, video game industry is something like 180 billion, and the music industry has basically stayed flat at 25 billion. I've always felt that these concepts that the video game industry pioneered should proliferate beyond video games. When I met SY, what was intriguing was that he had also thought a lot about these ideas. It's like prepared mind. Like I had been thinking about this for a long time, and I've been looking for somebody who was thinking about that too. And so a lot of what he's doing, in this way you can think with Story Protocol, is kind of providing a tool set to creators in other areas, so like musicians and writers and artists, to let them embrace these concepts that video games pioneered. Maybe one person's good at creating stories, one person's good at inventing characters, someone else takes that and forks it the way you fork a software project and creates a different version of it. Maybe one person creates a comic, one person creates a video game. Maybe one person does it by hand and someone else uses an AI system. And all of that stuff is allowed as long as the person creating that Lego brick decides it's allowed. They can set those terms. And so that's what Story Protocol does. What's great about it is that if you look at these AI systems, they've basically sucked in all of the data on the internet. So you think about Google, you search for something, you still click through and go to these websites. And those websites make money on advertising and paywalls and other things. In an AI world, you're not going to need to go to the websites, okay? So we're very quickly entering a world where a lot of these creators will not have an economic model anymore. Why would I pay an illustrator when I can just go to Midjourney and create an illustration? And of course, Midjourney and all these services probably learned a lot of their AI from that data, but they're not paying them any money. And so I think we're headed to kind of a crisis in the next 3 to 5 years on the internet where a lot of existing business models are just going to go away. One of the many things I think exciting about the Story Protocol idea is it introduces a new business model in that world. And it doesn't hold back AI. AI can be part of it. So you can use an AI system to create these Lego bricks. You can use an AI systems that consume these Lego bricks. Like, that's fine as long as you comply with the economic terms that are specified in the blockchain. You're allowed to participate in whatever way you want. But it provides a sort of internet scale system for allowing anyone to contribute and be creative and get paid for that creativity. And I think it's especially important now when we're about to have all these AI systems remove or obviate a lot of existing business models.